che mamari nina. Tura la ba. Kopana, lana, tula ba.
I said again, there's nothing new. It just merely connect with ourselves, where we really originally come from. We have, as spiritual beings, we have three responsibilities: the physical, the mental, and emotional. And if we don't take that responsibility, hand it to somebody else to take care of us, we're not going to make it.
The worst injury, I have to say, for me was my pelvis, because it was completely crushed. Obviously, most people would think losing the leg was the worst, but that became the more lifelong problem. But the initial first year, it was pretty heavy, lying in bed for about 5 months. And they kept chopping my leg off more and more because the infection just wouldn't go away. As a lot of people know, the worst place to be when you've got infection is usually a hospital, because you pick up more bugs. They were about to take my leg above the knee. My girlfriend bounded into the room and said, you know, I've cured myself of breast cancer, and you've got to go to the place I went to. And I was like, well, how did you do that? Because, you know, you're willing to do anything. And she said, I went vegan. And I was like, vegan, schmegan, what on earth is that? 1993.
I knew I had a challenged liver because I had experienced hepatitis C, and I still was experiencing cirrhosis. I stand here and I remember, like, when I got diagnosed with cancer 8 years ago. I didn't know whether I'd be able to do this anymore or really what was in store.
Remember when she drew this? This was from the doctor.
The first oncologist.
The first oncologist. Okay, so what I had was so tiny, right? Stage 1 breast cancer, early stage. And the thing, remember when she kept saying it's slow growing, non-aggressive, and then she started giving me these options, how to remove the tumor.
Right, it was either a lumpectomy or
Yeah.
a complete mastectomy with
Right.
radiation.
Radiation.
Yeah. You looked at me and you were crying and you were like,
Get me out of here.
And that's what we did.
I was like, get me out of here.
And we never went back.
And we never went back.
The Mother Earth is the connecting link with the Father, because we are, as a physical beings, there's your wheatgrass, and that earth is recycled, by the way. You know, I always say to people, you need some tools. What do you need? What kind of tools you need? You need to have desire, that nobody's going to stop you. I am going to do it.
After being involved in the industry of computer pioneering with MIT, Smithsonian, Apollo Project, Harvard, Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory, and many other such places of high renown, I had to drop out and search for help
And those of you that are struggling on recovering from a disorder, if you're not willing to die to get over that disorder, you're not going to recover.
And now I feel like there's something that's keeping me from being able to do that. And mentally, I want to be active and I want to be energetic, but my body is not allowing me to do the things I really want to do.
I watched my sister die a horrible death from cancer, and she was tortured. They just kept giving her chemo and radiation, and she was withering away and turned yellow down to nothing.
You can change what you eat. You can eat till you turn green, but until you get to what's eating you, the real changes don't take place.
Just being with the earth, planting, and we are also seeing the usefulness of some of these vegetable as well as herbal plants helping people who come here.
Well, this is the food for us. We don't eat animals. We eat plants. So we got to plant.
In 1993, I lost my leg in a police motorcycle accident, returning from, bizarrely, the war in the former Yugoslavia. Now, you'd think I might have had a bigger chance of losing it there, but I was coming back to advise the Shadow Defence Secretary on the horrors of the war, and I'd come back to try and raise awareness, and then I crossed the street. A police motorcycle came from behind a red bus that was speeding on a diplomatic call, apparently to Princess Diana's house for a false alarm. And it chopped my leg off, crushed my pelvis, punctured my lung, split my head open, and my leg flew one way and I was lying on the ground, in and out of consciousness, not feeling any pain, just bizarrely looking at like, why is my leg over there?
It was a tough time. For me personally, my father, I don't talk about this, my father was diagnosed with liver cancer when I was a senior. And they gave him 6 months to live. And he died a year later. So for me, it was so much more because I just saw death. And I didn't see where we're at today being an ending in this story.
At the time, I was 63 years old, male, with a history of HCV cirrhosis, segment 6 lesion, since 2011 on active transplant list. I did a lot of research, and I knew the liver was an organ that could repair itself. Yes. That you could take a piece of it and it would grow back. I went to the doctor, I said, how much time do I have? And he said, well, I think we should get started right away. I said, well, I don't want to start right away. I said, I'll be back in 3 months. Getting ready for my trip. Yoga pants, set to go. Not too heavy, that's good. I got my backpack. And let's roll. Let's get to the airport.
It is all in our hands, it is is all in our hands. With every field and rising sea, can hear the sounds of all, and with every change we'll always be where hope's not lost but found. It is all in our hands, it is all in our hands.
When they told me to get somebody else's liver, the first thing that popped in my mind is I'm going to have to take anti-rejection drugs the rest of my life. I didn't like the idea of taking any drugs. I watched my sister die a horrible death from cancer, and she was tortured. They just kept giving her chemo and radiation, and she was withering away and turned yellow, down to nothing. I knew I wasn't interested in that also. I was told I would need a liver transplant back in 2011, and I am indebted to myself, God, the universe.
So in June 2019, we got the call to change. We got a diagnosis of breast cancer, and I looked at this cancer as a healing mechanism instead of a death sentence. The phone rang, and it was one of those things where I can hear the doctor, but not really hear. It was like Snoopy, like wah 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 wah. I heard the word "I'm sorry." I heard cancer. And I hear the next steps. Grief and still be true and loyal to myself. That was the 2019.
And see,
Babette, do you remember? The thermography?
Yes.
That was actually a blessing to find. No more.
The blue means there was no inflammation, right?
Mm-hmm. Cooling. We always want blue. Red, yellow, that means heat. So we were at a good start, thank God. I can clearly remember the day we found out. Like, what a different energy, vibe, like, from
the day the doctor called.
Yeah, like
2018, Miss Maldonado, your biopsy came back. It's cancer. Here's what we're gonna do.
the difference.
I remember. Yeah, I was like, it's like, what an asshole. You don't, wasn't a good delivery.
We're at a pinnacle moment in humanity. People are sicker than they've ever been. More confused, more concerned, and sadly more depressed.
People are working on how to fix our climate change, and they're not looking the right way. They're looking for carbon dioxide. They're looking for trucks and cars. And yes, we want to change, of course, all of that too, and airplanes. But methane from cattle and animal production for us to eat their flesh is worse than all of that. All the media is silencing anything that is opposite of what big pharma and what big corporations wants you to think.
They created the cancer. They're treated with nuclear medicine, the same nuclear they put into bombs. They treat the body. No wonder we have such a high death rate. Well, when you have a money-making system when profit has become much more important than people and their well-being. And sadly, systematically, their government allies are working against you, against your rights, against your ability to have the most important of all, your well-being. Health freedom is at the core of humanity. When that's taken away, nothing else matters. We're on a mission to change the course of the future.
The Mother Earth is the connecting link with the Father, because we are, as a physical beings, there's your wheatgrass, and that earth is recycled, by the way.
Anne was a fascinating woman. She was a pioneer of consciousness work. When she arrived in the States, she ended up developing gangrene. She nibbled on weeds and grasses that were all around her. This way she healed. Then many years later, under the stress, she ended up developing a cancer again. And this time she ended up again eating grass from the fields. So that was basically her therapy.
Back in 1952, was told she was going to die, conquered it, and opened up the very first lifestyle institute, pioneered the field of lifestyle medicine. Our entire principles come from Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine, from 2,500 years ago. He said, "Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food." That's the core of our practice here since 1956, since hundreds of thousands of people have been through over the last 7 decades. What so many have found, a new way to think, a new way to live, and most important, a well-being and a happiness that they had never achieved before.
So I showed up here at Hippocrates in January 2012, and I went on a quest to heal my body.
I knew in my heart Natalia was not going to do anything that the doctor said. We had always spoken about it and said if one of us ever got sick, we knew that we would go the natural route. And we didn't know how we were going to do it because at the time we did not have the funds to support it. But I was blessed enough, and I was, able to figure out how we were going to get there. We brought our community together. We were able to get some help, and then it all came together. And that was our life for the 2 years to follow.
Heather came here about
28 years ago.
28 years ago. And what made you come here?
My mum had lost a leg when I was 9, and they reattached it, and then she died years later when she was 47. So it was crazy that when I came back from the war, the leg was chopped off about here, and the infection just wouldn't go away, so they kept chopping it more and more. And I was there for 5 months.
Anne then decided that she wanted to make it available to the world, and she wanted something that everybody could have access within their home. So she started experimenting with growing grass on the soil, different grasses. So she let the animals decide, and animals preferred wheatgrass over other, and she thought that that would be the best choice because it was sweet.
In the mid-20th century, Hippocrates reintroduced wheatgrass to the world. In 7 days, these young blades that actually becomes this big grass we call wheat are ready to consume, ready to juice, and ready to use to drink, and also externally, topically. By the time it's ready, looking like this, I cut it, and this is something that you can grow 12 months a year and enjoy in your home. And so many have healed themselves on this amazing juice. And you can find it everywhere globally now. And it's the top of the list of juices all over the world.
I was born with a disease called mastoiditis. That took 21 surgeries. I had some hearing loss as well. And during my last surgery, a viral infection attacked my brain. And that left me with Lyme disease, neuropathy, all my joints were inflamed. I had stomach issues.
That's completely reversible with diet. So, and you know, we have to understand that that's also inflammation. Inflammation and immune system go together. Right.
Chronic nausea has been my biggest complaint my entire life. I don't remember not feeling nauseous. I always had to go to bed at 8 o'clock and miss parties. I was homeschooled my senior year of high school. And as a 22-year-old, I wanted to live life like everybody else my age, and I've never been able to do that. But my grandfather, he only drank wheatgrass and beet juice, and helped him cure cancer. And he was able to heal himself. And hearing his story, and I knew that this is the place I needed to go. During my first week, it wasn't easy, I'll be honest. But on the first day, I met some amazing people that became family to me. And with their support, I believed that I'd be able to get through it.
In 2016, I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. It was a pretty large mass on the right side of my ovaries, 22 by 22 centimeters. But I got through it with my mom and my cousin and my niece and the help of God. The cancer was successfully removed. It was a 5-hour surgery, and I was able to get through. And since which I've been trying to live a healthier lifestyle, and the cancer has not come back. Definitely felt like it was divine intervention. Coming here has really opened my eyes. A cancer diagnosis, it's not the end. You can reverse the diagnosis if you adopt this lifestyle.
What is this here?
That is corn.
What is that?
It's a root, it's a round root, and it is meant to cook, but it's a medicinal root.
Oh.
All right. Gracias, gracias. You have 3 of these now. Today we're cleaning up the garden so that we have even more nourishing food for the guest. It's amazing. The moringa trees have been studied by Harvard, Oxford University, McGill University. They're one of the most nutritious tree plants in the world. And when we put that in our green juice here along with the wheatgrass and the sprouts, it's just amazing. This is powerhouse. This is nature bringing people back to well-being and health and keeping us healthy and young and vital so we don't age and freak out like the rest of the population.
We are just being with the earth, planting, and we are also seeing the usefulness of some of these vegetable as well as herbal plants helping people who come here.
We're planting. This is the time of the year. It's nearly October. Well, next week is October. It's perfect to plant. And we have a lot of different vegetables growing here. And we needed a lot of weeding. And this is the main thing. This is the food. This is the food for every animal. This is the food for us. We don't eat animals. We eat plants. So we got to plant. So here's the green juice. That's what we make from plants here. We have green juice spray.
I want to show you how we make this world-famous green drink that will give you health. Have sunflower sprouts. They have perfect protein. Add pea sprouts and helps you digest protein better. Then add celery. It's great for your heart. Then you have cucumber that really helps your kidney, bladder, your lungs, your joints. Use a machine that will grind the sprouts and the vegetables. And as you see, there's juice coming into the cup here to bring a lot of nourishment in a short, easy time, and drink 16 ounces of this twice a day. So cheers.
You know, I know there's a door open for me, and if you have that desire, the energy begins to manifest to make that happen somehow, makes it happen. Of course, you have to go through steps, you know, many steps, sometimes vitamins and all that kind of thing.
Honestly, the cane. You know, I've been using this at home for over 6 months, and my eye has gotten really bad. I don't know if you noticed it. The arthritis has gone up here, and it's like messing with my vision, and so it's really taken a hard hit on my ego. And call it vanity, but that, along with just wanting to be around for my daughter. She's 17 years old, about to graduate high school, and I just want to be around for her, you know? So when I came here, I didn't really detox physically. It was more of a mental detox. The first night, actually, I almost walked out of here, to be honest with you. I didn't tell anybody. I was around that pond outside, circling it, mad, for like 2 hours, swearing, sad, mad, sad, mad. I'm like, no, don't follow through, you know, don't be a quitter. This is your moment. Don't lose it, you know? I was like, this is it. Why would I walk away? This is my chance. This is my one chance. I've been waiting 14 years. And I'm gonna let my emotions take me over. So it was really hard. I must have looked really crazy, but I worked through it. And ever since that second day, I've been flying high, and I've been open with everybody, honest with everybody. I've been telling everyone everything, and it feels so good, you know, because it's a safe place. You can do that here, which I couldn't do outside, you know, in the outside world.
They said to my best friend Ruth and my sister Fiona, okay, go and say goodbye, she's going to die. We've given her 4 blood transfusions, full body ones, and we don't think she's going to live. Well, obviously I did, unless you're looking at a ghost now.
Feel the moment if it ain't too much. Let the rhythm fly and feel it though. Hear your mother's cry, they're sharing love. Hear your father's mind, it wants to trust. Feel the moment if it ain't too much. Let the rhythm fly and feel it though. Hear your mother's cry, they're sharing love. Hear your father's mind, it wants to trust.
And within 2 weeks on wheatgrass and raw plant-based juicing and eating and sprouting and all these things I'd never heard of, because I was a northeast girl, sausage and 2 veg.
Yes.
If we were lucky.
Yeah.
And I healed. And at the time when I had my accident, the press were following everything. It was on the front page, it was on the news, and they couldn't believe that I came back to England healed. So I learned how to grow wheatgrass through you at Hippocrates, and took it back to England. Nearly got arrested because I think they thought I had marijuana. And took it on a TV show called Good Morning with Lorraine Kelly and Dr. Hilary Jones, GMTV. And I just shoved it on the table, and they looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, this is one of the things that healed me. And that was it.
Well, over a half a century ago, I could not do this. Matter of fact, I had advanced arthritis. I was basically biologically much older than I am right now. I am in my 80s years of youthing, and it has to do with the influence that Ann Wigmore had on my life.
Victoris was a unique man. He came from the computer science community. He was one of the pioneers in it. He helped to put men on the moon. And after healing himself, he completely transformed and said he's going to dedicate the rest of his life to helping other people experience what he had. And brought the genius. He was the one that said, yes, what Ann is doing is right, but here's why it works. So Victoris has been, and one of the heroes, a man that literally is completely, absolutely, 100% always willing to give everything.
Now just say, I loathe myself. Resist. Now say, I love myself. See how strong you become? Your inner language, even if it's only in thought, determines your strength, vitality, and energy flow.
I had a pretty massive stroke 2015, and I came here in 2018, and that's when I started my self-care journey. I was looking for self-care. I went from recovering slow to recovering fast, and breaking through plateaus and doing different things that there's some things only plants can do for the body, and getting everything that heals the body to function better than it did before. So it's been working for me a lot. Like, my energy is through the roof. My walking has gotten incredibly better. Everything's getting better, everything's getting looser. Oh, and I don't get sick. One of the most important things is just basically taking care of every cell. Every cell is individual. You use your blood to do it, to reach all trillions of the cells in your body. So you have to treat the blood right. Your blood is your life force. You are only as strong and as powerful as your blood. That's probably the most important thing.
Using a plant-based living nutritional protocol, that one of the most important things that it just naturally does is give the body more energy to repair itself, more energy to detoxify, more energy to give the cell its ability to have more oxygenation.
I do like to share the quote from Sun Sinyao: if there's ever disease, first you change diet and lifestyle. Only if that does not work do you resort to medicine.
Diet plays a big role. Because we have the medical blood test, we can prove that. We can actually show you got enough protein, you got enough calcium, and which are most people are wanting to have from meat and milk and dairy products.
The human body heals itself when you remove the causes, the stress factors, and supply the building blocks, which is minerals, it's enzymes, it's vitamins, and basically nutraceuticals that are only found in raw foods, basically having pre-digested foods, so all kind of baby greens. These are highest energy foods.
The body given its chance to heal, and it's a number of factors. The food is a huge factor in that. Is you're not continually burdening yourself with more toxins, more effort, but giving instead life energy to your body through the food. A big quality is freshness. Organic does make a difference, you can taste. Sprouts, the nutrition's 30 times an adult plant. It's easier for your body to digest it. The healing properties, greens that are just tremendous for your body. It's really that let food be thy medicine aspect. The medical community doesn't like when we say, this is medicine. But hey, Hippocrates was the father of what they call modern medicine. That's his quote. We should be able to use that and no one be offended by that.
We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
We are living in the middle of a pandemic. This is an unusual situation. This is a challenge that the Federal Republic of Germany has never experienced before.
Breaking news tonight, the coronavirus forcing millions more Americans into virtual lockdown. Over 75 million people in New York, California, Illinois, and Connecticut ordered to stay at home. The U.S. borders to Mexico and Canada set to close to non-essential travel. A spring break crackdown. Florida communities closing beaches.
Our plan is simple. We can stop the spread by staying at home and reducing contact. Now is the time to act.
We've been asking people to stay at home during this pandemic.
We have staff, and we welcome you to come here because we're all about boosting the immune system and helping people get healthier.
And slowly but surely the Institute recovered. We never closed, until the world opens up.
And to eradicate disease. We are the world's expert in doing so. So rest assured that we will all come out on the other side of this, hopefully more knowledgeable, stronger, and capable of understanding truth.
We are so grateful. So many of you have helped us to restore this garden, and it's going to be better than it ever has been. The main thing is when you plant something and you can pick it and eat it right away, it's so satisfying to do. And so this will be dinner tonight. But I know the ones that are really ready, I'm gonna use up today. So every day we'll have something fresh. Now we have cauliflower that we're waiting for, tomatoes and peas, and enjoy cultivating the best things in life. Make your own food. Plant-based food that we give here at the Institute is making everybody healthy, changing everybody's blood test. We have blood tests before and after. Everybody improved. They can't believe it.
It takes 21 days to change habits. This is the framework that we utilize. When people first arrive here on our campus, we actually go through the first week, which is detoxification, introducing to them clean, pure, nutritious foods.
I'm 65 now, sold as the Institute, and I'm feeling better than ever. I have so much energy. People say, how do you do it? Well, this is fuel. This is the fuel. So here, we don't live to eat. We eat so we can live.
I was still on crutches, I didn't have a leg, and was admitted and met Brian and Anna Marie, and they did all these blood tests on me, and Anna got garlic poultices and put them on my wound. There's controversy always around people that try to make a difference, and people like Brian and Anna have had their fair share of criticism because they're trying to do something which literally could end if people all followed this diet. The mass use of pharmaceuticals that is going around the world like candy, it amazes me. A kid gets diagnosed with ADHD and they just shove drugs into the kid. They don't think, well, why is the kid behaving like that? What is going on inside? What is the kid eating? Is really, really worrying.
Well, now this tumor was the size of a golf ball. And once they opened me up thinking they were going to remove a Baker's cyst, this made inflammation so bad that the tumor had grown to a small grapefruit, and it was very difficult for me to walk.
Every day with you is magic. Every kiss is better than the last.
When they opened up to remove the Baker's cyst, it was in the back of my leg naturally, and they found the cancer. So they said, now we have a problem. You're going to have your left leg amputated. We didn't want to option that, so they gave us another thing we could do, is get chemotherapy. So anyhow, we did that, and that's when I started to get very ill. I said to my husband one day, take me somewhere before they kill me and make me heal. We'll have to find a place. So we went to Hippocrates, stayed 3 weeks, and by 10 days, we went to a dance. Today, we now teach ballroom dancing. And no matter where we go, they all recognize us, and they always say, please dance for us, please. So we've lived over 20 years. We are enjoying our life so much. We're both very healthy. We take no drugs, and we're still married. It'll be 71 years, and life is good.
With each glance, I love you more and more. Our walls came crumbling down.
plants really transform people's health. I mean, to just stop eating crap and eat really well makes such a huge difference. To eat really clean, there's no stuffing your feelings with this food. It just doesn't work. So besides the super nutrition part of it, they're suddenly taken out of their addictive relationship with food and then have to come more face to face with whatever they're carrying around.
This old paradigm that even the natural doctors use is nonsense. It's a lie. It's a fraud. Come to me, I make you well. No. Come to me, I teach you, I support you, I love you. You make you well. The only one that can make you well is you. Remember that.
For a lifetime. Forever and ever. For a lifetime. Forever. Forever.
I jumped in and I diligently followed the program 24/7. I ate sprouts till they were coming out of my ears. I drank green juice every day. Wheatgrass every which way, and I made it a game.
There you go, out. Good. Move in, move in, move. New move. Strong grounded punch. Punch, that's it, Maurice. That's it. Show me strong punch. Huh. We're going affirmations. Ready, ready? Here we go. I am powerful beyond measure.
I am powerful beyond measure.
I am stronger than I think.
I am stronger than I think.
Fitness, it comes with a lifestyle of healthy eating habits, how to sustain a healthy lifestyle. I've seen a lot of people coming through here, and after 3 weeks, people be having diabetes, high blood pressure, and they be getting off their medication in 2 weeks. And I've seen it, I've experienced all of that. Fitness is a great part of how we detoxify the body. Sweating a lot, just like you using the saunas to flush the toxins out. It feels good seeing people sweat and still have a smile on their face.
All right, let's do it.
I would never be able to lift 120 in my 40s or 30s, but when I'm 74, I'm doing it.
Nice, down, then, up, nice, down.
I had been suffering from inflammatory pain in my entire body, and after 1 week, I felt the inflammatory pain was completely gone.
If you get it, you get it.
Oh, okay. So did I do 3?
Yeah. You do 2 in a row, and then you do once.
Yeah. It has changed my life. It has rejuvenated me. I started with a personal trainer at 68, and it's so wonderful that I have developed strength like I never thought I could in my wildest dreams. I don't feel my age. I don't remember how old I am a lot of times because of how great I feel.
It's about mental, emotional, and physical detoxification. So now we start to supercharge the person, energize the person, so they have more awareness, more consciousness, and more ability, more strength to take up their new life and move forward. And there's less detoxification on a physical basis, but now the peel has gone away. It's more emotional.
Mentally, not well. I'm here for that as well. Anxiety is prevalent for sure.
The focus on the inner life and the mental health is really paramount to the whole program. It's essential, it's vital. You can change what you eat till you turn green, but until you get to what's eating you, the real changes don't take place.
I don't have any expectation from people. You know, I kind of just give freely and don't anticipate a return.
The question is, well, what do you need? And you can't even think of it. Okay. So do that body language again. Did you notice it?
What?
That you did it again.
What?
The shoulder shrug.
Oh.
So do it again. And what's the message of that? There you go. Everybody take a breath. There you go. Okay, don't be too quick to rescue her. Let her be with it. There you go. I think you're tuning into something. Your body gave you a message that made you cry.
I guess I'm just feeling, you know, the loss of my mom, and, you know, she's like the only person I was able to talk to.
All right. Would you say that she was somebody who gave to you? So maybe you need some mothering. How does that sound to you?
Yeah.
That does sound cute, doesn't it? Illness is like a pantomime of some inner drama or some inner trauma. So my belief is that if I could help somebody unwind themselves from the drama and the trauma, the body will then follow suit. And I've seen that happen over and over again. So what are you sad about?
I think the main thing is that I feel like there's so much potential, and I feel like part of me won't let that potential show. For example, I used to love sports, and now I feel like there's something that's keeping me from being able to do that. And mentally, I want to be active and I want to be energetic, but my body is not allowing me to do the things I really want to do.
Where the body really does follow what is in the heart and mind of a person. We protect ourselves from our own heart and our own mind because we've been hurt as kids, or we're just overwhelmed by being a human being on the planet. You know, things that we carry around run deep. Most people are really ready for a change by the time they come here. They're already trying a radically different lifestyle. They're willing to listen to radically different ideas and to actually get in touch with their own feelings in a more radical, you know, radical means root. So to get to the root is what this is all about.
So much nature here. I remember I was looking out my bedroom window across the lake and I saw this really long, big bird, or at least I thought it was a bird. I thought, oh, that looks like a pheasant. But we're not in England, we're in Florida, so that can't be correct. And then I walked over and it was this huge iguana, absolutely beautiful. And there were little lizards and geckos and everything running around everywhere. It's like being on David Attenborough's Blue Planet. It's just so incredible here.
And it's been great. It's been coming along. It's a lot better than when I got here.
Mm-hmm. Let your arms open out.
This is where it gets a little challenged in here, holding this up.
You can let them lower a little bit, or you can use one arm to assist the other.
How about if I hold them in prayer position?
How does that feel?
That's much better.
Great. So pressing your palms together at your heart, use that to energize and extend and lift. Take a deep breath from your belly up into your chest. Shoulders heavy, sinking to the ground, dissolving into the earth.
May the light in me be the light in you, and the light in you be the light in me. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you and love you.
Love you too. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. That was awesome. That was really.
Fun.
I believe in the healing powers of the universe. I would lay in bed at night or in the sauna in the morning and ask God and the universe to send all their healing powers to my liver and into my body.
In October of 2012, I was taking a shower and I noticed a strange lump. I went to the doctor and he confirmed that it was breast cancer and gave me my options. Remove the lump, remove the breast, or maybe just remove both, none of which sounded like really great options to me. I followed the diet and the teachings. By March of 2013, I went and I had a PET scan, and the PET scan showed no measurable disease. At the same time, my mom found out that she had breast cancer. And with the things that I learned here, I was able to save her from taking chemotherapy.
I am glad you came here. I'm glad you found this place and took me here.
Yep.
Yes.
That was even more important to me, to be able to help my mom with this education than to help myself. To learn, your body can heal itself if you can remove the blocks that are in its way.
But what a productive 7 years it has been.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true for both of us.
Yes. Never ever thought that I was going to learn that much.
Right.
And that the cancer disappeared.
Yeah, it just disappeared.
Yes. And mine is gone.
Yep.
People love and support one another. They come together without exception, different languages, different religions, different ages.
They learn from other people, some of them a lot sicker than they are, how strong they can be in their conviction to get well. And they hear stories about people that got well. Now they have that, their friends that they made because they were struggling with together, and so they've been through this together. Real friends, you know, the kind of friends that you can count on. Because when they were sick, there was somebody holding their head.
Generally, you're getting to know people. You just get to have friends all over the world. And you get this sense of community, getting together and the bonding, and is some people it lasts a lifetime.
Are y'all ready to do the plunge?
Well, we do the mineral pool first. Our pores are open, so we can go in the mineral pool and let the minerals, soak into our body. Exactly. And then the plunge. Yeah. Hot tub. And the hot tub. Yes. Cold plunge, hot tub, cold plunge. Back and forth we go. 7 times, I'm not sure about today, but I think we might be able to.
I think we can do the 7 cycles.
Yeah. 7
With that
cycles?
smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sound has been used for centuries in cultures around the world in healing. It's a very old tradition, but a very, very usable tradition, one that's recognized, even in medicine, sound healing is recognized.
In understanding the body is an electrical, energetic system, that any kind of disturbance at the cellular level, including a mass, like a tumor mass, all that is dense energy where there's a disturbance. And if we bring up and actually increase the vibration of the bioenergy field and the system's vitality, the mass can begin to melt. It melts almost like a melted butter. It starts to disappear.
Tonight, because it is the full moon, and because you're here to celebrate Mama Kia. Mama Kia in Quechua means grandmother moon. You're going to blow your intentions and bring them to the fire in 4 directions. We're here to honor the female energy of the moon, so we're here to celebrate grandmother moon, and she will shine a light upon us. It's a time of renewal. It's a time for you to be grateful for all the gifts that you have been given in your life. For you to celebrate a new beginning.
I'm feeling good. My nausea is definitely gone.
What? That was like crazy. Every single day you were nauseous.
Yeah. I was able to work out here, and I truly started to feel better. And for me, that's actually unbelievable because, and this is what it feels like, I guess, to feel healthy. It brought my energy out, the energy that I know I have. I was able to express that while jumping with my friends. I wasn't here to lose weight, but I lost 12 pounds. And honestly, I feel lighter, not just physically because of that weight being gone, but mentally. The main thing that I've learned and the most important thing for me has been self-love. Again, I came and didn't have any of that. So to be able to leave and like myself is a really great feeling. And being here, I've done a lot of reflection, and I can say now that I do. I love myself, and I want the best for myself, and I'm happy and proud of myself and my resilience to be able to get here, because if I gave up and if I didn't believe in myself, I wouldn't have come, and I wouldn't have been able to feel the true happiness that I feel now. And the way I healed happened because of the people and the love that I was surrounded with the last 3 weeks. The new person I am because I'm actually proud of this person. And I'm just very excited to get into the real world and show the world what I got.
It improves every aspect, you know. I didn't expect to lose weight when I got here. I came here for stroke and I lost 40 pounds. You know, I'm still keeping it off. It's part of the lifestyle. It's a commitment. Changed up everything.
I really took this on, and like I can't stress enough, I had fun with it. 3 months later, I went back and they did another MRI, and the doctor called me in his office. He said, "Sit down." I got scared. I figured, oh my God. And he said, "What did you do?" And I said, "Well, what are you talking about?" He said, "Well, your tumor didn't grow at all." As a matter of fact, it looked like it might have shrunk. Come back in another 3 months. Well, this went on, and I just kept diligently following the Hippocrates and lifestyle. And another 3 months, similar reaction. And this went on for every 3 months. After about 2 years, 2.5 years, the doctor said, you know, I don't know what's going on here. I don't understand this. I think your cancer is in remission. All the support you gave me and all the other people around me gave me, here I am able to run up these steps.
Yeah. Faster too, I think.
I don't know about faster.
A mental shift, a reframe takes place, and that in itself really does the body good. Once a person gets that they can make a difference in ending their own suffering, a biological empowerment shows up. It's magic, it's profound.
And what was really clear from the beginning that made me feel really safe was it wasn't just about the cancer. They treated us whole, like whole human, emotional, physical, spiritual, and then they made sure together as your spouse, your partner was involved, and it was the whole human. And that is what really, my heart exploded open, cracked open even more, and it was this immense oneness of love. It was this space of love. That's the healing.
This is about teaching people to love themselves again. You know, I always say, we're gonna love you back to health whether you want to be loved back to health or not.
You know, there's an old say, if you're not with the ones you love, love the ones you're with.
There's a way to transmit love that manifests healing.
Remember the first few days when we got to Hippocrates and one of the first lectures, Dr. Willix, may he rest in peace. And he said, if you're here, do you remember when he said that? If you are here,
we teach you
how to love yourself back to health.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what you did.
That's exactly what we did. What cured me was love. What cured me was a knowing that I am loved, and a knowing that this process is going to allow me to exude love with community and compassion, and with seeing beauty in everything, even in the ugly situations, even in the fear. That's love. And that's what cures.
Can get emotional because you see people transform. People I've seen over the years, people come back sometimes years later and say, you saved my life. And I say, I didn't save your life. You saved your life.
You know, a lot of them will say, things that you taught me about nutrition, the things you taught me about loving myself, the things that I let go of from my past, I don't need to carry them outside the gates anymore. I can carry this new knowledge with me.
Eating well, treating your body amazing, exercise it, and work with your emotions.
I've gone from being dependent on a cane to no cane, you know. I don't even need it. I have it as a backup though. So, but I'm very excited. About a week and a half, I've gone caneless. So, very excited.
I love this guy.
Yeah. I was on a cane for over a year. And it's been a year since I've been off the cane. Since I came here, 3-week transformation program. I did.
Feeling good is the main event. Feeling good, not just superficially, but really deeply good about oneself. I'm good. Life is good. and I'm here for a purpose. I have something to give. I have a lot to learn.
This is the lymph. And then always remember, always to get in with our blood test, the Greek test will confirm it.
The final results after the isolation procedure presented below. We notice that after isolation procedure, there are no remaining malignant cells.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Health. So, Jimmy, people want to know, you have your original liver.
I do. I do. Thank God.
And something happened in this year, in August. You got a phone call. What happened?
Well, it was like just around 10 o'clock, and the phone rings. I'm saying, who's calling me this late at night? So I let it go to voicemail. So after I listened to the voicemail, I said, oh my God, it was the University of Penn Transplant Division, and they wanted me to call them right away. They had a liver for me. They had a donor that was a perfect match, and they wanted me to come in that evening.
Hi, this is I'm calling from Penn Transplant. I have a somewhat urgent conversation that I would like to have with you. There is a liver available, and I would like to review the donor with you, have you come into the hospital, and get transplanted tonight. Please give me a call back, 215, and ask for the on-call liver coordinator. I'm also going to try your other phone numbers. Thank you.
It's 8 years today, to the day, that my liver cancer was confirmed. And these have been some of the best 8 years of my life. I am so grateful and feel so blessed that I found this lifestyle, this program, and that God gave me the ability to take it on powerfully and have fun with it, and make it a lifestyle that I feel like right now, I feel like I could live forever.
Just take a deep breath, fill the lungs all the way, hold it a second and breathe it out. We're happy to be together in this moment to share your mission. Being happy, being healthy, and helping others to be happy and healthy. Let us be your instruments in everything that we do today.
I never claim anything. I never say this is good for that, or this is going to cure, or cure is absolutely out, because I don't believe in cure anyway. The body has always been self-healer. The body has to be given environment and means to heal itself, especially, again, let me mention, it's not just the food alone. Really, you have to total way to help the body back to health. The exercise, clean colon, that's very important.
Oneness.
Patience. Gratitude. Forgiveness. Kindness.
Joy.
Healing.
Love.
When you were a little girl and a little boy, you had endless possibilities and potential. Your dreams were imaginably extraordinary, and there was nothing that you thought you couldn't do. And slowly but surely you started to slip. But go back to that little boy, that little girl inside of you, and that's the God inside of you. And it will never let you down.
It was for this moment, these 3 weeks, and with the wheatgrass and sprouts every day, and the new friends all around the world that I've made, I love you all completely, and I'm just so grateful.
For the last 22 years, I have been nauseous 24/7. So coming here and that completely going away is like, to me, like a miracle.
I came here with liver cancer 8 years ago, liver on my tumor, and the only hope I was given was a liver transplant. And here I am, 8 years later, no traditional medicine, no chemo, no radiation, nothing other than sprouts, wheatgrass, and a bunch of wonderful, good friends.
You got to be willing to give your life away so that it's gone, so you have room for the new life that you create. We are educators, we are supporters, we are believers that the human race can come back again. You are on your own. We're here to love you, support you. You got to do it. The only one that can make you well is you. Remember that.
Tripping on emotion,
control it, unfold in me. I taste it, swear that I don't fake it, lose control and I'm on my knees. I can't quit you on my own, no matter what I say. I'm addicted to the taste of your potion, fading into a cloud of emotion, taken by the green in your eyes, the sound of your lies, your late night poison. I'm addicted to the taste of your potion, fading into your love in slow motion, taken by the green in your eyes, the sound of your lies, your late night poison.
It's been such a beautiful experience for me. One that at times I shirked or avoided or didn't clearly understand. But it's like all of our journeys. I was able to see where I had come from when I finally left it. I grew up in this community watching my parents work, do work, create, do art, create a vision and share that vision. And I watched hundreds of people around them over the years do the exact same thing in equal parts to create what exists right now. Because I see those things, my mission here is to help other people find that kind of community.
I'm addicted to the taste of your potion, fading into your love in slow motion, taken by the green in your eyes, the sound of your lies, your late night poison. I'm falling, tripping